another video, and as you'll see from the title, I will be talking to you and sharing with you the new deck from Three Trees Tarot. Try saying that fast 3 times. Which is an oracle deck this time. So they are the creators of the Oak, Ash and Thorn Tarot and the Smoke, Ash and Embers Tarot, and yeah, so this is the first oracle deck. And Three Trees Tarot as Stephanie Burrows, who is the creator of the decks, and then we have Adam Ohlers, who does the illustrations. So I was very kindly sent a prototype from Stephanie. Stephanie's lovely, by the way. Just dealing with Stephanie is a treat, honestly. Just such a sweetheart. So my copy here is going to be a little bit different to other people's copies, because the official copies, I mean, because this is a prototype. So by its very nature, it's just they were working stuff out. I think this is obviously. Stephanie is happy with this because she wouldn't have sent it out otherwise. I do have some information about the deck, sort of regards to you know, the how you can pre-order, when it's being launched, and all that stuff. So stay to the end, or I'll try to remember to put little chapters in, so that if you, I mean, look at the deck, right? I'd say to jump to the end, but like the information, should you be interested in this deck, will be at the end. I just wanted to get the deck shown first, because that's the, like, you know, the main bit about the video. That's what the video is about. I love the little squirrel, the happy male squirrel. Oh, come on. And the great thing about Three Trees Tarot is that Stephanie makes sure that everything is packaged in eco packaging. So this has been wrapped really nicely in the Three Trees sort of hare or rabbit paper, and you know, the cardstock, everything is eco-friendly. The inks that they're printed on are veggie inks. Everything is just really considered. They're really sort of taking care of what they're putting out into the world, which is just so lovely. I'm just absolutely wrecking this. I'm so sorry, Stephanie, you wrapped it so nicely. I don't know how you do those little V, sort of pretty V shapes. It's really nice. It's like origami. So as I said, mine doesn't come in what the final deck will be coming in. The final deck will be coming in a lovely tuck box, just like the previous two decks did. I believe they'll still come with the two blank cards either end. I've just got little bits of just sort of card and a little belly band. Ooh, oh no, it does have. So mine has square edges. Stephanie did say mine will have square edges, and again the actual official copy, the final copy, will have the rounded corners, and of course I can round the corners. So this does still have what will come in the Tox box, which is the, like I said, the two blank cards, one on either end, and that's to protect the deck. I have a placeholder card which will be for a thank you card as well, but it's still got the little the backs printed. This is the great thing about these though, because I end up using these as bookmarks, because it's pretty, right? They just got the little, you know. So I've got one I've got one from the Oak, Ash and Thorn, the blank end one, in my Crooked Kingdom I'm reading at the moment book. So yeah, anyway, in case you were interested, this also comes with two little sort of just cards with meanings on. You'll get them, they're printed on both sides, and they've got like a little picture on them. Again, the square edges will not, this is just for the prototype. So as far as I know, I've got some info. If I'm looking down, it's got some notes, because Stephanie gave me some information and that I would like to mention. So the whole premise of this deck, I'm gonna read it out for you, and it says here: follow the journey of the Thistledown seeds as they are blown across the woodland world of Three Trees Tarot. Meet the creatures they pass on their way and witness the small moments of magic that they see. My goodness, so sweet. So I'm really excited about this, because yeah, Thistledown, are these dandelion clocks or is it something else? I don't know if I'm getting confused with what Thistledown seeds are. Is that another word name for dandelion clocks? I don't know. But yeah, that's. I'm just excited. I'm just checking I haven't missed anything like particularly. So I have only seen a handful of cards that have been shared over on the Three Trees Tarot Instagram account. So I haven't looked at any other videos of this deck. So I am pretty much going in like just not having seen any of them pretty much. I think I've seen like 3 or 4 of the cards. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So I don't know what the keywords are going to be. I don't know what all of the animals. But there's the first one starts off with a dragon. Oh my god, sorry. I'm just going to get stuck in. Hopefully the light is good, but we can always have a jiggle with that because I couldn't check because I hadn't opened it to like try it out. So we'll see. The lighting, that is. So we have acknowledgement, and it is a dragon in the rain. That's pretty. Look at a beam of maybe moonlight pointing down at the dragon coming in through the trees. Awareness. My heart. And you know what? It's such the perfect time because, you know, all the little creatures are coming out. It's spring. Spring is springing. And this just feels like the right time for a deck like this. We have balance. Oh my goodness. Look, they're balancing on the rabbit's head. Oh, that's cute. Bravery. Is that a warthog or some kind of other kind of hog? A hog and a frog. Calm. We have a horse in a field. Oh, cute. Adam Ola's artwork is stunning. Really, really magical. Very fairy tale, very storybook illustration. Celebration. We have some magpies. So yeah, they look like dandelion, the little seeds from the dandelions. Is that what thistledowns are? Oh my goodness. So yeah, the funny thing about Dr. Nomi loves dandelion clocks, and when they all pop up in the PARK, I have to spell it because she'll get excited. You know, from sort of now onwards, she's like a little Pac-Man. She like runs through the field, just like chomping at all of the dandelion clocks. It's hilarious, and every now and then she will stop to like cough because she's like got too many down her throat, and then she'll just carry on. It's very strange and very funny, and anyone that witnesses is like, why is your dog doing that? I'm like, I don't know, she's just a weirdo. Community. Actually, poor Dr. Nomi has been very unwell the last week or so. She had some very extreme dental surgery, more extensive than we thought, and then she's ended up with an infection. She had to be rushed to the veterinary hospital, not just the regular vet, the veterinary hospital twice in the last week or so. She's now on antibiotics because she's got an infection. It's been a lot. So she's not been herself. It's been very stressful. And yeah, we're just keeping an eye on her, but now that she's getting her antibiotics and her, she's starting to do a lot better, but it's been rough. Which is I actually received this deck on Tuesday, but it's now Friday as of filming, and this is the first chance I've had to actually sit down and film, so it's coming out a little later than I would like. I wanted to have it out by Wednesday, but hopefully it's still timely because it's before the announcements and the pre-orders. So yeah, this is community. Sorry, little would it be a Caliban video without a side quest? And you know, animals, and this is animals. We care about animals here. But I love that we have the dragon with all the other woodland creatures. Like the dragon is snuggling up with the foxes, and there's a deer, and then like some little rodent type characters. Maybe mice, maybe hamsters. I don't know. They look quite big for mice, but it's very, very cute. Oh, there's a hedgehog. Oh. Contentment. Oh, this owl. I don't know why, but this owl looks quite poisoned, and as in older, like an older wizened owl. Contentment, just sitting there in the snow. I love the feel of the cardstock of the Three Trees Tarot decks. It's so satisfying. It does make the decks quite chunky because it is 400 GSM, but it's also really satisfying. And actually now, because this is it has less cards than a tarot, it should be a little bit easier to riffle shuffle. On saying that, it is smaller than a tarot deck, and I'm realising now I completely forgot to pull out my my Oak, Ash and Thorn to show you the size difference, but it is smaller, and Stephanie did give me the measurements, but I'll give you the centimetres. It's about 7 centimetres wide by 11 centimetres long, and then in inches that's about 2 and 2.75 wide, and about 4 3/4 long, if you're interested in the dimensions. And then the width of the entire deck to put together is about just over 2 centimetres, or about 3/4 of an inch. I always forget to do that bit. So we have control, which is interesting, okay, because we have these stars, but they are on little strings, and as you can see, the fox here has pulled one of the stars off the string, so maybe they're hanging from a tree, some kind of decoration for a garden party or a picnic or something, and this fox has taken down one of the stars. I'm excited. Do you know what? I'm going to look at the meanings. Also, actually, if you do purchase the deck, you will also get a link to a full digital guidebook that you can either look at online or that you can then print off yourself. Acknowledgements, resources, side A. Oh my god, I'm getting confused. Oh, it's done alphabetically. Oh, I've just realised, yeah, it's all alphabetical. So control, to change your destiny, it's time to act. It says for the little foxy one. Okay, cool. Anyway, so oh my god, if you don't like spiders, look away. But it is one of those cute spiders, you know, like that little animation that was going around on YouTube with that cute little spider jumping. Jumping spiders are so cute. It's a cute fuzzy jumping spider, but I'm giving you fair warning. So we have curiosity. Look at his little face. No, little tiny, and they're so small and cute. Oh. Spiders, well, I don't know if we really have any poisonous, like deadly spiders here in the UK. I think I would have known about it by now. But I like spiders. I leave them alone because they deal with flies, and flies drive me bananas. So, and I know we also need the flies. They're all part of the circle of life. But yeah, they just drive me doolally in the summer. Okay, we have darkness. We're on to the D's. And I love that we've got like dragons, and then sort of we've got mythical and then actual real life creatures sort of throughout the deck, because obviously the Oak, Ash and Thorn was all woodland creatures, and then the Smoke, Ash and Embers was the dragon deck, and this is like the two have come together, so we've got a nice mix. Dawn. So we have Dawn. Come on, camera. I'm going to, I'll use my corner rounder to edge the corners of this afterwards. Decision. Which path to take? Oh, the artwork is just as beautiful as the other decks. What is this? Dreams. There's a squirrel with dragon wings. I love me like hybrid decks. Like I love hybrid animals, or like chimeras and stuff, like jackalopes. I just stuff like that. I just really love. What would you call this creature? This dragon winged squirrel. Yes, this is dreams. This is so charming. Explore. Got a ladybird and this little mouse. Or is it something else? Is it a mouse? Its tail is furry, so mice usually have little pink fleshy tails. And then there's like a magnifying glass, can you see, just about hanging from the branch and then just dangling behind there. I wish I had a nice magnifying glass. Mine's just a cheap plastic one I picked up years ago and I've had it for ages, but I'd love like a proper antique brass one or something, because I do use it to like look at my decks. That's why it's on my tarot trolley, so I can actually look at details on cards sometimes, because the old eyesight's not what it used to be, let me tell you. Ferocity. Oh my god. It's like a puppy wolf. A wolf cub. A puppy wolf. I was like, my brain couldn't remember what the word for like young wolves was for the second there. Oh my god, in the rain, and it's howling the little heart out. By the way, I'm like PMSing real hard right now, so I'm like trying not to let this deck make me cry with how cute it is. Oh, hormones. Okay, friendship. Oh, I love bats as well. Oh, I just love animals. I just love animals. Animals. And this bird. Oh. Bats are basically sky poppers, right? Grief. Oh. Oh my god, don't make me cry. We have this turtle. Turtle? Tortoise. I know Americans, this is because I'm getting Americanized. It seems that Americans will call them land turtles. We call them tortoises over here in the UK. But look, it's like the ravages of time. There's all sorts of things growing, and like, who knows what he's seen in his lifetime. My Auntie B, she has a tortoise that is still around, that I don't know how, he's called Charlie. I don't know how old he is now, but they've had him since before I was born, and I am 42. And I think he was already quite old. I don't know how old he was when he turned up in their garden, but they've been they call themselves custodians of Charlie. And I say they, my uncle is no longer with us, but it used to be my uncle and my aunt, and yes, so my aunt has continued to be custodian, a warden of dear Charlie. But yeah, he's going strong, seems fine. Yeah, it's really cool to see this like animal that has been around my entire life. I haven't seen him for a long time, but maybe I'll get to see him sometime soon. My aunt doesn't live near me, it's like a whole trip. Guardedness. So we have a tiny little dragon, and it's in like a little conker shell. Oh, that's so cute. Just peeking out, so small, so wee, so sort of unsure. Guidance. Oh, the Mises. No Jesus for us, Mises. With like what appears to be maybe some kind of amethyst looking crystal growing out of the wood. But guidance. The little mouse friend you go to for some advice, because they know what's up. Oh, now I've got that song in my head. I give myself earworms all the time. Say what, say what, say what. Girl, you know what's up. Okay, Haven. There's a light. He's looking up. Now I've got the Frankenstein. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. Honestly, all day, every day, earworms. I do it to myself, and now I've just given myself another earworm. Okay, individuality. So we've got a moth, it appears, among... Oh, sorry if Simon of the Hermit's Cave is watching. There is a moth. A moth among butterflies. Individuality. Beautiful. Sea puppers! It's an otter. I love otters. And it's intrigue, and they are looking at a shiny, shiny coin at the bottom of the riverbed. Well, sea otters, river otters, you get both, right? Sea and river otter. River pupper. I'd imagine this is a river pupper because it's in a forest. Oh my god! Kindness. And again, it's a rabbit and then like a small dragon. And it looks like the dragon's wings are kind of torn up. Oh, can the dragon fly anymore if it's got tears in its wings? Oh. Knowledge. So we have a crow. It's not a raven, it's a crow. You can tell by there's no feathers coming down onto the beak. There's a couple of tells if you're unsure about whether it's a raven or a crow. And it's to do, for the way I usually do it is tail shape and the beak, but then obviously if you've seen a raven in real life, they are pretty massive compared to crows. They're chonkers, they're huge. Although the only ravens I've ever seen have been at the Tower of London. They literally have a raven master. The last time I went to the Tower of London a few years ago, we got chatting to the raven. Was it the last time I went? I can't remember. Chatting to the raven master about them. Or maybe it was well, I can't remember. What is time? What is my memory? But yeah, they have someone that looks after the ravens at the Tower of London, and they are called the Raven Master. Okay, side quests. Light. So we have this hair tucking down, and we've got these like bugs that have bioluminescence. Is it bugs or is it? Yeah, it looks like they're bugs. Or is it the plants? It looks like bugs. I don't know if we really do we get bioluminescent bugs here in the UK? Does anyone know? I haven't really done much like hiking or forest walking at like in the dark or at night because you know I'm clumsy and that's dangerous for me. And I've never really encountered like June, are they called June bugs or glow bugs? Fireflies. I think I don't know, I've never, do we have them over here? Does anyone know? I mean, I could just Google it afterwards, but I'll probably forget. Okay, I think we're about almost halfway through the deck. So we have a listen. Is that a wren? Listening out a message. Look up. I love that you get all sorts of birds as well. Birds are cool. Bubble, are you okay, sausage? Little derp. She's had all of her underbite teeth removed, which has very much changed. She's taken away that winning smile. So now she has this weird, like, sort of troll-like smile with the two big fangs either side get caught on her lips. So she sort of looks like an ogre or a troll. It's really funny. But because there's no teeth at the bottom there, her tongue keeps like blipping out. And it's really funny. So she's still pretty, but still has a fun, cute smile. It's just different. But yeah, it was really upsetting to know that smile was gonna be no more. Look up. So yeah, look up. Come on, camera. The details in this artwork is phenomenal. I follow Adam Ola's on his own personal account as well, and I'm like, how do you paint so much intricate, beautiful work? And it's like, it's not digital, it's actual like watercolors. I don't know if he uses gouache as well, but like it's beautiful, intricate, illustrative work, and I'm like, how? It's just amazing. Making space. Some really interesting choices. I also I should say that it's borderless, and the actual final version will also be borderless. So yeah. Memory. Look at that, there's the ring hanging on the leg there. Oh. But decked in flowers. Oh my god. Snails moving forward. Oh my god, they're like carrying. I've been feeling really like emotional and sensitive. It's been a rough week, and the period hormones and everything is like making me extra like squishy. But like these little snails have leaves on their shells, and they're like carrying stuff. So there's like blackberries and like, I don't know, maybe some pebbles and acorns and oh my god. Oh, snails. Again, I love snails. Whenever I am out at the PARK and there are like snails on the trail, like on the track, I have to like move them because they're gonna get squished by the people that like are running and jogging at the local green place. So yeah, I'm like, and like they're like when it rains and there's like worms trying to get across the path. The stress. I'm there with like a stick trying to like pick them up and like move them off onto the grass because I can't bear to see them squashed. Navigation. That's interesting. So there's a squirrel and they're sort of looking. It looks like they're looking out for something. I mean, they're just maybe trying to get their bearings. Oh, it's so cute. No, red squirrel. Red squirrels are so beautiful. They're very rare here down in the, like in England. My friend who lives in Scotland, she sees them quite a lot on her grounds of her house, which is cool. And the only time I've seen red squirrels outside that I've seen squirrels outside on mainland Europe, but I haven't seen them here in the UK other than when I've been in Scotland. Opportunity, because the grey squirrel became an invasive species over here and sort of podged them out. The red squirrels. Opportunity. You get those yummy fruits, little mousy. Gotta climb along the spiky brambles though. The reward's worth it though. Patience. Oh my god. It's giving me cute aggression. Sorry, I keep moving really quickly and then it makes my camera blur. But look, this mouse is waiting for the strawberries to ripen, and they've got like, they're just like this, like. Okay. Oh, it's a badger. Badger. Pause. Mushroom. Badger. Oh. Cute. Taking time to smell the flowers. Planning. Oh no, but this duck has a pocket watch around its neck. I hope it wants it there. Imagine it does. Planning. It's like, I must not be late. Protection. This is one of the cards that Stephanie had shared with me when she sent me the asking me if I'd like a copy of the prototype. Protection. So we have a stag, a very majestic stag. Look at all those little thistledown floofer things, thistles down. I just call them like dandelion clock seeds, floating across, and then you've got these birds seeking refuge in the stag's antlers. Stunning. Re-energize, and there is a little bee having a little nap. Do bees sleep? Having a little rest. Release. Oh my goodness, what's happening? There's like a spirit fox coming out of the fox's mouth, but the fox doesn't look dead. Interesting choice. If it had been a fox laying looking like it's passed away and then there was this coming out, it would. Interesting. Oh my god, camera, stop being annoying. There we go. So yeah, release. Resourcefulness. So we have another dragon, and it is using the top of an acorn to gather some dew or rainwater. Oh, lovely. What an enchanting deck. Sorry, I'm having another sip of my herbal tea. A hawthorn and chamomile blend. That's also probably why I seem a bit like chilled out. Rest. This is kind of like stoat or weasel, curled up, having a little snoozle. Retreat. Oh, we have a fawn. Is it a baby? Is it a fawn? Surrounded by all these like broken and damaged pocket watches, and sort of looking sort of like they're cowering. Oh, safety. Oh, so we have a dragon ensconced amongst lots of moss and behind a load of leaves, probably very high up in a tree. Oh, isn't that artwork just beautiful? Seeking magic. We have a thistle. Oh, is it thistledown? Are they the little things that come off the thistles? Because that would make more sense to be called thistledown, because it's like the fluffy bits of a thistle. Now that I think about it. Wow. Seeking magic. Again, thistle, the emblem, the plant, the flower of Scotland. One of my favourite looking, like, they're really pretty, like thistles, aren't they? We get them growing at our local PARK as well. Serenity, we have a swan. Very majestic. Oh, we have a sneck. We have a long boy. Little snaky for shelter. Oh, that's adorable. Wrapped around, coiled around the stalk of a mushroom, like a little umbrella. Okay, silver linings. We have another dragon. Oh, we've got another couple of dragons. Silver linings. We've got this like rays beaming down again on this dragon, much like the first one. Lots of, you get the movement of the wind with the leaves blowing around and the clouds in the background. You imagine it is quite windy. And then we have warmth. Oh my goodness! And there's like these little bunnies at the bottom. Like, I don't know if you can see. There's a dragon breathing fire, and to keep everyone warm. And then there's like little bunnies at the bottom there, snuggling in to keep toasty in the snow. Is it snow or is it just flowers? It's maybe flowers popping up through the snow. I don't know. Oh, I'm confused. We have 3 final cards here, and they don't have titles. We have 2 different bird ones, like a day and a night one. It seems to be the same bird. So I'll show them side by side. Well, I was going to say I should have asked Stephanie, but I couldn't have because I didn't know. Come on, camera. Oh, they're so beautiful. I think I like the dark and midnight one more, purely because, you know, I don't know. I just like that it's more my vibe, I guess. It's more my vibe, but the warm, cozy autumnal colours are still. I love me some autumn. Like, autumn's my favourite season ever. So, and then the final one is so I'm going. Is it dandelion clocks? Of course, it's thistle. It's thistledown. I've honestly never realised that that's what happens to thistles. Thistles are one of those plants that I haven't ever really, despite thinking they're really beautiful and always finding them quite enchanting and charming, have never taken the time to learn much about them as someone who's interested in herbalism. I don't even know if they're usable. I know that like burdock can sometimes look. I used to get, I think, burdock and thistle confused with one another, and I know that burdock has lots of medicinal uses. But yeah, now I'm like, oh my god, I'm like 42 and I'm only just realising that thistledown means like the fluff off of thistle. So the gentleman with the thistledown hair, the fey guy, the fairy in Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, that's what they were referring to. Anyway, so that was 35 minutes of me showing you that deck and a few side quests, but it's all good. So this is the down low on the deck. It will be launched on the 5th of May. And the info will be sent out. If you want to like not miss out on it on the pre-order, you can subscribe to the mailing list, and I'll put the information down below for the website where you can do that. And if you click into the website, a little thing will pop up saying, would you like to join the mailing list for the Thistledown Oracle? And then once you're on the mailing list, the information will be sent out on the 14th of April this month. So you know, people that are signed up will get the message first, obviously, because that's what a mailing list is there for. And the reason you might want to sign up for the pre-orders is because for the month of the launch, the deck will be 10% off. So it will usually be £35.50, but it will be 10% off for the month of the launch. And not only that, your parcel will come with like a little package of extra goodies that will only come with pre-orders. That won't come with any other orders once it goes back to its normal price. And the other really cool thing about it is that the rest of the website will also be on, like other items on the website will also be on sale during the launch month as well. So if you have been humming and hawing about picking up maybe the Oak Ash and Thorn and or the Oak Ash and Ember or some stickers or other stuff, now will be a really good time to do it because it will all be on sale and you'll get a really good deal on that. And what else was I trying to remember to say? Am I remembering everything? I think I've mentioned everything that's sort of important. I'll just put all the details down below. Yeah, that was it. The first printing will come, like I said, in a tuck box. And it will have those extra cards for the meanings. It will have extra blank cards at the ends to protect the deck. It'll also come with a thank you card, and it will also come with an extra art card that will be exclusive to the first printing of this deck. It won't be available in any of the other. Oh, I wonder if that's what those other cards are. Are they like the extra cards that are only exclusive to? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And each copy will come with a unique numbered certificate of authenticity. And I think, I don't know if that happened with the other two decks, but they're definitely doing it with this. And this just leads me on to one little thing I wanted to put on the end of this, which I think is important because it needs addressing, which is please don't buy fake decks. And I know some people say, oh, I didn't know that it was fake, but if the offer looks too good to be true, or if it looks very different to the original, or if it's really, really cheap, or you're not buying it from the, you know, the original artist or creator, or from a reputable site like, say, Little Red Tarot or the Wootique London, or, you know, I'm trying to think of some of the other US-based websites that sell decks, but you know what I mean, like, it's probably going to be a fake, right? And I know some people will say, you know, oh well, I can't afford the price of the independent version, or I really want it and they don't sell it in my country. Look, and I'm going to say this as someone who is an artist and creator themselves, you are not entitled to people's work, okay? It's stealing, it's theft, and it's not okay. And there is a difference between something being too expensive and something being out of your budget. So when people say, I can't afford the price of that deck, that independent deck, then it's out of your budget. I, for the longest time, not so much these days, but when I was younger, just really would have loved a 1962 cherry red Jaguar E-Type. Given the price of one of those, that's very likely to ever happen in my lifetime. Is a vintage Jaguar E-Type too expensive, or is it just out of my budget? It's out of my budget, and that is the case with things. We do have a similar issue going on with like the with clothing, with the sort of mass produced clothing at the moment, fast fashion. It's not great. And when you're buying these fake decks, you're encouraging these bootleggers to keep doing it. Okay, and there are also bootlegs of mass market decks as well, I'm aware. And it also hurts those publishing houses, okay, because then there's still an artist and a creator or a writer behind that as well. But you really feel it if you're an indie creator, right? So you're only harming independent artists, and it's already really tough out there trying to make a living as an artist, as a designer, as a maker. It's really difficult, and it's driving people away. There are some people that used to create indie decks or are creating indie decks who are not going to anymore. They're pulling out of the tarot creation field because nothing's being done about it, and people continue to buy it and they continue to justify it. And I would say that stop it, please. It's stealing. I know you want something, but you can't always have what you want, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be super wealthy, living in a little cottage in the Highlands, just minding my own business with like a cadre of like 20 pugs, so 20 rescue pugs. I don't know, but there we go. So that's my 5 cents on it. As someone who actually is a creator, you know, don't copy or steal people's work. So yeah, that's it. That's all of it. That's the full, just over 40 minutes. So yeah, what do you think of this deck? Have you put yourself on the mailing list? Are you going to pre-order it? Do you have any of the other decks created by Three Trees Tarot? And if so, you know, how do you find them? And yeah, let me know in the comments. It's Friday. It's Good Friday, the day I'm filming. Of course, being self-employed, bank holidays mean nothing to me, so I am working today. But yeah, I hope that if you do celebrate Easter, that you have a nice Easter, or that you have a nice, if you do get to have the bank holiday weekend, that you enjoy it. And if you're watching this at a later point, I hope that you're also having a good day, a good week. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch and listen to me waffle on, as always, with my multiple distractions and side quests. It is what it is. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to Stephanie for reaching out and sending me this. Oh, Nomi's like licking her. Oh, it's okay. She's licking her foot. I thought she was licking her butt. Trying to sign off, Nomi, for reaching out and sending me this really beautiful deck. It's stunning. Adam's artwork is beautiful. I can't wait to have a read through the online guidebook and get playing with this. I'm gonna round the corners of it, and yeah, exciting. I think it's beautiful, and it was making me quite emotional because it's very cute and I'm feeling very squishy. But yeah, I think if you like any of the other decks, you're gonna love this one. And it's nice to have an oracle to go with the tarot, right? So and I'm just excited to have another oracle in my collection because I don't have that many oracles, and I feel like this is gonna be yeah, a fun one to use because it's so cute. So anyway, I will stop waffling at this point and let you get on with your day. So yeah, you take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.